All right, so we're going to work on 5th grade ELA for the week of April 20th through the 24th. So one of the things I noticed is that on this text structure experiment, we're going to have to do that by hand because it's copied front to back and it's supposed to be cut out. So we can cut them out and then we'll just make our own chart. Okay, but we're going to start with the daily ready reading, and it's called The Necklace. Okay, so make sure I got it all in here. Okay, so the necklace, I am looking at it and it looks like this is an illustration. It's about a necklace, maybe a you know, an heirloom, maybe, you know, something handed down. All right, I see lots of quotation marks everywhere, so I'm gonna assume that it's literary. Okay, so there's like 10 little paragraphs, so I'm not gonna hashtag and everything, but you are supposed to CSPS, so we'll look for a place to work on that where I'll help you with the CSPS and you'll do the summary. All right, so let's go. The Necklace. Bye, Charlotte. I had a great time at your slumber party, exclaimed Tanya as she got in her mother's car to head home. Once she crawled inside, Tanya's mother asked, "Did you have a good time at the party last night, dear?" "We had a super time, Mom. We ate hot dogs, roasted s'mores over the campfire, and camped out in tents in her backyard," Tanya replied excitedly as she reached to feel around her neck. "Oh no," Tanya screeched in desperation. "What is it, honey?" Mom asked with concern in her voice. "Mom, please don't be mad, please," Tanya pleaded as her heart was beating out of her chest. "What do you mean? Why would I be mad?" her mother questioned. "I don't know. I know you let me borrow your favorite heart necklace last night, but it must have fallen off somewhere at Charlotte's," Tanya cried. Mom wasn't happy, but she told Tanya they would turn around and go back to Charlotte's to search for the necklace. Luckily, as soon as they knocked on the door, Charlotte's mother appeared holding a beautiful little heart pendant necklace. "Is this what you're looking for?" Charlotte's mother asked. Both Tanya and her mother thanked their lucky stars as they were so relieved to see that the necklace had been located. Okay, so it's realistic fiction. This can happen to anybody, right? All right, but we're gonna find somewhere to do the CSPS, and it looks like if you flip to the page right before, there's plenty of room right here. So I'm just gonna split my page into 4 pieces. I'm gonna write the necklace on top so that my teacher knows that that's what that's for. I'm gonna do my CSPS. Now your summary, I took up all the room here, so you might have to write your summary on the next little page over. There's enough room down here, okay? Okay, so the character was, let's see, who was the main characters? What were their names? Let's see, Charlotte and Tanya, right? And Mother, okay? So, Charlotte, Tanya, and Mom, right? Those were our characters. Setting was at Charlotte's slumber party. Or you could have put in the car going home from Charlotte's slumber party. Problem was Tanya lost her mom's necklace. And the solution was, went back and Charlotte's mom found it. Okay, now don't forget, this isn't all that you do. You need to do your summary. Remember, you can pause if you need to catch up, and then you can pause to do your summary so that you're caught up. Okay, so that's one part of it. The other part is the questions. Okay, so we're going to go to question number 1. And since it's on the same page, I'm not going to have to rewrite the sentence it's found in. I'm going to underline it. All right, in paragraph 3, the word desperation means. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to underline right here. Okay, I'm going to do question number 1. Oh no, Tanya screeched in desperation. So I'm going to try to replace these. Oh no, Tanya screeched in calmness. You think she's calm about it? That's your answer. Oh no, Tanya screeched in distraction. Oh no, Tanya screeched in harassment. Or oh no, Tanya screeched in anxiety. Now, if any of these words you don't know, you can look those up on your phone or a dictionary. Number 2, in paragraph 5, the author uses a metaphor. So what is a metaphor? It compares two things. Compares to help the reader understand that Tanya. So we have to go find the metaphor. Mom, please don't be mad. Please, Tanya pleaded, as her heart was beating out of her chest. Heart beating out of her chest. Is that something that literally can happen? No. Okay? So, with her heart beating out of her chest, is it because she is frightened about asking her mother to turn around? Uneasy about the way her mother will react? Amused about the situation, or experiencing a serious medical issue? There are 2 answers that are completely ridiculous and 2 that are correct, but 1 is the better answer. Okay? All right, number 3, look at the dictionary entry. They've already given us the dictionary, so we don't even need to look it up. It's all right here. Okay, head is a verb. 1, to form a head. 2, to put oneself at the head or the lead. 3, to go or point in a specific direction. 4, to get in front of, to hinder, stop, or turn back. Which definition best matches the way the word head is used in paragraph 1? So once again, I would normally write the sentence because it's on a different page, but because it's right here, I don't need to do that. So I'm going to, oh wow, this whole thing is one sentence, or, well, yeah, kinda. All right, so explain Tanya as she got in her mother's car to head home. So this is question 3. Okay, so exclaim Tanya as she got in her mother's car to form a head home. Explain Tanya as she got in her mother's car to put oneself at the head or in the lead. Home. Exclaim Tanya as she got into her mother's car to go to or point in a specific direction. Home. Exclaim Tanya as she got into her mother's car to get in front of, hinder, stop, or turn back. Home. I thought that was pretty easy. All right, so then we're going to go to this. Like I said, this right here, you cannot do it the way that they want you to because it's glued front to back. So I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm just going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to write down all of this. And then I'll just write it in the blanks on the other side. Okay? So I'm going to do has a, and it's going to help me remember it better anyway. Table of contents. I'm not going to do all of it with you, but you get the message here, the idea of what to do. There's different ways you could do it. You could make your own little chart that looks like this on a piece of paper and cut these out and then paste it, or you could do like I'm doing, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So there's more than one way of doing it. It's up to you how you want to. This is enough. Of course, you're gonna have to do all of them. I'm only doing a little handful of them. All right, you're gonna have to do the rest, but let me go over them with you and just to make sure you understand what they are. Table of contents. Okay, that's where it tells you what's in the article, the story, the book. Tells a story, uses feeling words, can skip around, has a beginning, middle, and end, written in lines and stanzas, has a glossary, that's like at the back of the book, has characters, rhymes, to teach information, for entertainment, uses figurative language, real facts, make-believe, has a rhythm or beat, has real photos, has illustrations, creates strong mental image. Alright, so we're going to go over here. And the ones that I did, we're going to look at. Has a table of contents. Would that be a nonfiction, a fiction, or poetry? Well, obviously it's going to be over here, nonfiction. So I'm going to put has a table. Now you can see what I'm doing with what we did earlier. You could flip back and forth and just cross them off as you go. See, I could just do that and cross them off as I go, and I wouldn't have to write them down. Okay, tells a story. Which one tells a story? Well, this one's real, so it's not, and this one's like pretend. This one could tell a story also, but not all the time. The one that tells stories all the time is fiction. Tells a story. Okay. Uses feeling words. Well, we're not going to talk about feelings in things that are true. We could talk about feelings here, and we could talk about feelings here. So, I'm going to put it for both. I'm going to put it for both because you could use feeling words for poetry or fiction. Okay, can skip around. Well, a fiction story could tell one chapter in the past and one in the future and then one present, and same thing with the poetry. So again, I'm going to say both of them. Okay. And then has a beginning, a middle, and end. Well, most of the time, we do our BME with what? Nonfiction, fiction, or poetry. Most of the time when you see a question about BME, it's going to be about fiction. So I'm just going to put BME here. Okay, now some of these, you may have to use the spaces that are left here to fill in, but you get the idea of what you're going to have to do to finish that one. Okay, we're going to go on to the last activity for this week for ELA. We're going to make inferences. We're going to look at the picture. You can color it if you want. What do you already know? Use what you already know about life, then search for clues in the picture that make an inference about what might be happening. All right, it's not colored, but I can tell that these are ice, and I'm just going to write on it. Icicles. Snow, snowball fight. It looks like they've got warm clothes on. There's a fire in the fireplace. Okay, so that is what I'm assuming. Okay. So all of these clues that I just did, I would put here, okay? So I'm going to put warm clothes, icicles, fireplace, snow, and snowball fight. Okay? So what I know is that it's probably winter, or winter, it snows in winter. And then my inference is that they are playing outside in winter. Okay, this one's pretty easy. All All right, so I'm just going to read the questions to you, and using the clues that the context clues that we got from the picture, you can answer them. What time of year is it, and how do you know? What are the kids doing? What happened to the girl, and how do you think she feels? All right, those are pretty easy. So that concludes ELA for this week.